B-Day for President Jacob Zuma. However, here where I'm gathered right now, I'm exactly the location called Kaiserghat. It's a parking lot where opposition parties, mainly the DA, I will show you right away, the DA, the EFF, COPE have gathered, but it's a sea of blue t-shirts here that's gathered here. From here, they will be marching to Parliament, but I have with me right now Mayor of Cape Town, Patricia de Lille. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. Can you just give us what's going to take place from here exactly, where you're going to be marching, how many people are expected to join the march?
You know, this is a very peaceful gathering. As South Africans, we are very peaceful, and this is a day today to let off that steam and that anger and frustration, to show that our country must be protected, that each and every one of us in South Africa has got a responsibility to protect our democracy. And this is what is happening today. United in our diversity as South Africans, we come together to say to our President Jacob Zuma, please, please resign.
And Mayor, can you tell us, how confident are you that this 8th motion of no confidence against the president is going to be successful this time around? How confident are you?
Certainly, if it's not successful, the people responsible for keeping President Jacob Zuma there, they must know that they have got the guilt, the blood of South Africans on their hands, because they are protecting something that's immoral. This is not what the struggle was all about. This is not what we fought for. So we're asking all members of parliament today to put their country first and not an individual.
Mayor, can you tell us, you're expecting thousands of opposition parties as well as the citizens to gather here to say no against President Jacob Zuma. The president must step down. But will Cape Town and will you march against, even those other companies, those who are found liable to corruption by, these 4 big banks, as well as other companies that's found guilty of collusion and price fixing? So why don't we see a large number of people gather the same way for those people and those big private companies?
My sister, let me tell you, corruption must be condemned in the strongest possible terms. The difference with President Jacob Zuma, it's our money, it's our taxpayers' money that's gone through corruption. It's not his money, it's not his family's money. The private companies, the corruption there must be condemned, but that is their money. Private money, this is public money. And any person, doesn't matter whether you're Jacob Zuma or anyone, you should not be stealing. You're stealing from the poor of this country. So there's no comparison whatsoever.
But don't you think when private companies collide and fix prices in the market, the economy of the country gets hit directly? That's why we're experiencing what we're experiencing right now, the recession. Do you think it's just the political mess that's currently in this country that's liable for the economy of the country right now?
My sister, it is a norm all over the world that investors want to put their money in a country where there's clean government. You will see investors will not take the risk in putting their money in a country where they know their money will not be safe. Yes, those private companies that are stealing, that are exploiting workers, they must also be protested again. And the unions are doing it all the time. Yet today we say it's public money, it's our country. My sister, many people died for this freedom, and we need to protect this democracy.
But Mayor, can you assure to the South Africans that's here, that's sitting at home and watching this day, it's a making in the history, can you promise to the South Africans that you will do the same, march against the other corrupt companies in the future? Will a DA do that for the people of South Africa?
My sister, today it is about getting Jacob Zuma out. If we don't get him out today, we're going to get him out in 2019.
But will problems be solved?
Those are corrupt companies. I mean, you're openly biased, my sister. Did you come here as a journalist or did you come here as a political party member?
No,
you're openly biased. And I'm telling you now, if we don't take out Jacob Zuma today, we'll take him out in 2090. The private companies that are stealing and exploiting workers, there are different processes. There are the unions to take care of them. So you can't make a comparison. They steal my taxpayers' money that I work hard for. You think I must sit still at home and allow Jacob Zuma to loot loot this country. They're not stealing anymore. They are looting.
No, we are definitely here. That's why we are covering both sides of the story. But what I say, removing President Jacob Zuma, will the problems end? That is my question.
It's the beginning of a journey to fix our country. He is the biggest part of that problem. If you remove that obstacle, then you're able to know you start a journey to rebuild and to reconstruct our country.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you. We will show you, Kerapeti, the large number of people that are gathered here. If my cameraman can go forward and just show you the number of people that have arrived here. From here, like I said, they will be marching to the parliament. There are a large number of opposition parties that are expected, as the mayor said, they're expected to gather here. Just, they say, you heard the mayor saying the first rot, that is President Jacob Zuma, must be removed. Only after then can tackle other problems in the country.